Miley my bean, Miley my bean, Miley my bean.
Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm making a Shirley temple cake. We start out with 1/4 cup of heavy cream, 5 eggs, room temperature. We have some cherries. We have 3 cups of flour plus our baking powder and salt. We got a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Have my 3 cups of sugar, 3 sticks of butter. Okay, we're going to start out by creaming the butter for a little bit, and then we're going to add in the sugar. And once we get the butter and the sugar together, we'll mix in the eggs one at a time. The butter and sugar takes about 10 minutes to cream together, because we want to get all the sugar crystals and the butter mixed together. Okay, I'm going to let the butter mix for a minute before I add in the sugar. And then we'll let that cream for about 10 minutes. Once I get all the sugar in here, I'll turn the mixer up so that it can beat. And then I'll turn on my timer and set it for about 10 minutes. Alright, we're going to let this cream for about 10 minutes. Okay. Now that our butter and sugar have creamed, we'll add in our eggs one at a time. And in between the creaming, I did stop the mixer to scrape down the sides to make sure that we incorporated all the sugar and cream. Sugar and butter, excuse me. And this is how it looks when it's light and fluffy. Okay, we're gonna turn it down. We're gonna turn it back on. We have our 5 eggs. We'll add them in one at a time. And if you happen to get 2 eggs in at one time, don't worry. Just mix just a little bit longer. But we'll get our 5 eggs in one at a time. It only takes a few seconds. You only want the yolk to crack. It don't have to be fully incorporated before you go to the next. And let me not forget to add in my teaspoon of lime extract. Teaspoon of lime, and I'm gonna have a teaspoon lemon. Okay. That is going to enhance our flavor. We got our eggs, our butter, our sugar, all ready to go. In my cake, we will add 1 cup of cherry 7-Up. Got our cherry 7-Up. We're going to add 1 cup of cherry 7-Up, 4th cup of our heavy whipping cream. And we're going to add in our wet and dry ingredients. Okay, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take some of this flour out of here and have it for my cherries for later. And before I start with the wet ingredients, I'm going to add in my heavy cream. Okay, now I'll start adding in my dry ingredients. You always add in your dry first. You start with dry and you end with dry. I won't bore you with this whole process. Okay, I am mixing it around to make sure that everything is all combined. See how this looks? It looks so nice and yummy. It smells delicious too. Now, this is now I'm mixing the cherries in the flour so that it'll help them from not sinking as bad. Okay, now I'm going to put the cherries in. I'm going to fold them in. See how nice and pretty that looks? I'm going to fold it. Once I get them all folded in, I'm going to put them in the pan and then we're going to the oven. Make sure you grease your pan thoroughly. Let me back the camera up just a little. Okay, trying to get all my mix out. Trying to beat out some of this air. Let me make sure I smooth out the top. Alright, now we're ready for the oven. Okay, now I'm making a simple syrup. I'm making it with a half cup of sugar and a half cup of cherry juice. And we'll have this on the stove just until it starts to boiling. Well, getting ready to boil. And then we'll turn it off. And then I'm gonna glaze. I'm gonna put some on the cake. Normally people would use just a plain liquid, but that'll make the cake a bit soggy, and I don't want to make it soggy, so I'm just using the juice to make a glaze, to make like a simple syrup. Okay, it's starting to boil, so I am going to turn it off and let it sit for a minute, let it thicken up, and then I'll put it on the cake. See, this is my cake out of the oven. See all the beautiful cherries? Okay, I'm just gonna make a little bit of cream cheese frosting to go over my cake. What I'm doing now is just stirring the cream cheese. I used about 2 ounces of cream cheese. I just wanted to get it going, and I'll use about a cup and a half of powdered sugar, and a little milk, and then make my frosting here. Okay, it's a little too thick. I'll add some more milk to it. Okay, and now I have my glaze. Okay, I'm gonna put some glaze on. Okay, I'm gonna add a little cherry oil. I'm just adding it to this, and I'm gonna drizzle it over the cake. Okay, now this is just some of the cherry syrup that I had left. This cherry syrup, I wish you could smell it and taste it. It tastes delicious. And I'm not just saying this because I made it. It is really delicious. Now I'm going to put some cherries on top. Okay, and here we have it. This is my Shirley Temple cake.